Hello?
Yo.
You can hear me?
Yep.
Say it again?
I can hear you.
Say it again?
I can hear you.
Okay. Audio's working. Okay. So, this is gonna be a very you-heavy episode because you're the one who has all the stuff to talk about. Um, so I don't really have anything to say, but, I am going to share one thing before I let you start, ranting and rambling about stuff, and that is this image right here.
You mind explaining that image?
No, I just thought it was a funny picture.
Okay.
That's all it was.
All right. Pal, can you please stop? My guinea pig is being annoying right now. And of course, he wants to start this right when we start filming. No.
Yeah, I have the same problem. My sister is screaming. She is screaming, and she wasn't doing that before I started recording, but she is now, and it's really obnoxious.
Okay.
Wait, give me a second. Shut the fuck up! I'm filming a podcast! Okay, that should be dealt with.
Okay. Um, Let me just get my notes.
So, you mind introducing what you're going to be talking about?
I will be talking about the Men's Royal Rumble.
So,
Because,
WWE?
yeah, WWE, the Men's Royal Rumble. Not the whole event of like the pay-per-view, just the Men's Royal Rumble part. Because I didn't watch the rest of it. I would also like to say, this is my first time watching WWE in over a year. So some of these people, I don't know who they are. Some of them, I do know who they are, but I'm not caught up on their storylines. So I'm a little lost. Uh, yeah, I just needed to say that.
Okay. So, that's the context.
Yeah. So if you don't watch wrestling, that sucks for you, I guess, because you're just gonna have to deal with this.
I do not watch wrestling, so most of this is just going to be go right over my
Okay.
head.
Well, if I say the name of like a wrestling move or something and you don't know what that is, then I'm sorry, but I probably might not be able to explain it because I've forgotten what it is. Or it's just hard for me to explain.
Yeah, if you're
But
if you're
it's
confused, just go to this image that's going to be in the chat for reference to answer all your questions.
uh-huh.
So, let's
So,
get this thing started.
okay, so we start off. Okay, well, let me explain some of the rules of the Royal Rumble first. So you know how this works. So in the Royal Rumble, there are 30 entries, and each entry is about 2 minutes apart from the last one. It starts off with two people in the ring, and then every 2 minutes from there, another person enters. And it's no pinfall or submission, and there's no disqualifications, which means anything goes. All right,
So, it's
and
just needless violence.
yeah, you can do whatever you want. There's no real rules. The only rule is that you're eliminated if both of your feet touch the floor after you enter the ring. So if you enter the ring and then you like get thrown out of the ring or something like that, and both of your feet touch the floor, then you're eliminated. But you can't get eliminated by like you submit or pinfall, which is you hold someone down for like 3 seconds. That's the whole pinfall or submission thing. You can't win by pinfall or submission. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, the first entries are Sheamus and Gunther. So my notes on them are I don't like Gunther. I just don't like Gunther. And Sheamus is all right. He's all right for what I remember. Again, haven't watched WWE in well over a year. So he might be an asshole now. I don't know.
He might have killed children.
Yeah, and I'm just unaware. But
okay. So you're not what's the word? You're not giving this guy a good review. You're just saying you have no clue. He could be awful. You just don't know.
I'm just saying that last I remember from Sheamus, he wasn't like that bad. Yeah.
Sheamus pictured here in this image. That's Sheamus.
That's not Sheamus.
Then who is
that? I'm
not
supplying pictures of these people. Huh?
Then who is that? Is that John Cena?
I think that's Vince McMahon.
Nah.
Yeah, that's Vince.
Nah, it can't be.
Shut up, you're fucking with me. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So,
I guess if you say so.
I'm not supplying pictures of these people. I can if you want me to.
No, it's perfectly fine. I have all the images saved to my phone.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I do.
No, you don't.
Do you not trust me?
I do not trust you, actually. I don't trust you to supply good images of these people, or images of these people at all.
What do you think I'm gonna do? Just put a random picture in the chat?
Yes, I do think you will, because you just entered a picture of Vince McMahon and said, "This is Sheamus."
No. No.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So, sorry. This isn't going to be like a whole play-by-play. This is just going to be my thoughts throughout the whole match, because some things, they just like aren't that exciting. Like I don't have like notes on a lot of stuff because nothing really happened. So the first 2 minutes of the match between Sheamus and Gunther, nothing really happened. So I don't really have notes on that. And the third entry is The Miz.
Your
fucking
favorite.
hate The Miz.
You love The Miz.
I hate The Miz. I always have hated him. He's so annoying.
No, you love him.
You just
told me last night.
No, I said I fucking hate him.
You said you wanted a Miz toy for your birthday.
Yeah, because you suggested giving me a Miz action figure for my birthday, and I said, you better fucking not. And then I was like, actually, you know what? Yeah, give me one, so I can turn him into a drag queen.
So you want the action figure?
I do want the action figure, because I do want to turn him into a drag queen. Okay. So, another note that I have. Okay. Another note that I have that is unrelated to like really it's unrelated to the fight, But the note says the run they have to do to get to the ring is ridiculously long, and it is so funny to watch them have to run that far. Because it really is a ridiculously far run that they have to do to get to that ring.
Uh,
Another thing that is unrelated is Sheamus probably wears a lighter foundation shade than I do. I was just thinking about that
that's a very important detail.
when I was watching the match, and I was like, wow, Sheamus probably wears lighter foundation than I do.
Yeah. I mean,
Because that
you
man,
know these wrestlers, they love their makeup.
yeah, I was just thinking about it because I was like, wow, this man is really fucking pale, and he's paler than me. That has nothing to do with anything. But so now we're on to the notes that I wrote down in a Google Doc. Those were notes that I wrote down in my notebook. I didn't write down that much because that was all from like yesterday. Okay, so here's the thing. I have notes from when I was watching the match last day and after the match when I was just writing down stuff that I thought about. But then I have notes from today that are all in my Google Doc because I I missed some and I had to go back and rewatch it today so that I could get my missed. But yeah, so we're on to my Google Doc notes.
Just imagine
Um,
every awkward silence. I'm shaking my head up and down, okay?
all right, so this is still notes from the Miz. Uh, I don't really have context for this. I'm just gonna have to Bro get the ring and don't try to.
Ah, you're a robot!
Ah,
Okay, now you're fine.
okay. So Bro get in the ring. He's taking way too long to get in that ring. Right? He was taking his leisurely time, and they're trying to eliminate two people at once. He's trying to get Gunther and Sheamus out of that ring at the same time. That's what's happening. One of them was trying to eliminate two people at the same time. That's what was going on there. I don't really remember who was trying to eliminate who, but it was probably the Miz trying to eliminate Gunther and Sheamus. Uh, then Kofi enters. Kofi, we love Kofi.
Big
Kofi
fan of
Kingston.
Kofi on this show.
We love Kofi. Kofi Kingston is a part of the New Day, and I love that man. He does a great job. He's amazing. It does get better.
You might want to take that one from the top. That was just a garbled mess.
Oh, okay. The notes get better as they go on.
Okay.
So Kofi enters the ring. The Miz is just getting his ass handed to him. All right, he's really getting beat the fuck up. Then this fucking dude called Gargano comes in. I don't know who he is, but that a picture was just sent in the chat, and that's Kofi. It's a really bad picture of Kofi, but that is him. And I think I should supply the pictures.
I
but
mean, if you
you know
want
what?
to.
We'll just keep going. So a dude called Gargano comes in. I don't know who the fuck that is, but he looks like an asshole. And they were calling him Mr. Wrestling. That's just it pretentious as fuck.
Yeah.
And
Mr. Wrestling. His outfit's
Mr.
stupid too. I saw
Wrestling.
him. I saw his outfit. He looks like a complete jerk.
Oh yeah. Stop sending irrelevant pictures.
But it's funny.
This is educational, serious podcast, actually. Um, uh, yeah. Then the Miz gets eliminated. I don't remember by who because I forgot to write that down. But he was eliminated by someone. Then Xavier Woods comes in. We love Xavier Woods. He is another part of the New Day. There are 3 members of the New Day, and the other member, he is actually, I don't think he comes in. I don't think he's in the Rumble. Or I just forgot to note him. But I don't think he comes in. So, Xavier Woods comes in, and then, I assume nothing much happened because I didn't write anything down in between him coming in and Karrion Kross coming in. I don't know who Karrion Kross is Otis. He'll come in later, but God. So Karrion Kross, I don't know who this man is, but he seems to have a cool aesthetic. He looks like an asshole. He seems really pretentious, but he has a cool aesthetic. I like that.
Yeah,
And
I'm sorry. This GIF is disgusting. I'm gonna have to get rid of this.
You said a GIF of Otis. What did you think was gonna happen?
That's gross. I'm getting rid of that. And now we can continue.
All right. The next note I have after Karrion Kross is Gunther hit that bitch with a hard clothesline. I assume Gunther was hitting Karrion because I didn't write down who Gunther hit, but I assume it was Karrion.
So you're telling me facts about a wrestling match that you don't fully remember?
Yeah. Well, I have notes. Some things I forgot to write down.
Okay, I get it.
The notes get a bit more descriptive. All right, I have more context for some of the later notes. It's just the earlier notes I forgot a bit because I watched those this morning, and I watched the rest of it a few minutes ago. So some of it is more fresh than the rest. So the next note is Gable is an asshole because Chad Gable just came in. He just entered, and he's an asshole. He always has been. He keeps saying "shoosh," which is the most annoying fucking catchphrase ever. It doesn't even mean anything. You've been here way too long to be this fucking annoying. My next note is just Kofi hit that bitch. So again, don't know who he hit. I'm assuming it was Chad Gable. But Kofi really hit that bitch, and I like that because I don't know what I'm talking about really, but I thought this would flow better, but it's really not. I'm trying my best.
It's perfectly fine. Perfectly
I'm trying
fine.
my best. Then Drew McIntyre comes in. I love that man. I don't care what he's done wrong. I don't know if he's done anything wrong, but I don't care. I love him. I I listen. Drew McIntyre. Sometimes he's an asshole, right? But you know what? I support that because he's always at least somewhat justified when he's an asshole. If anything, he's the better of two evils in like any situation.
I have no clue what any of this if this is. I do not support the views and opinions of my co-host. If this person is a monster, I do not support that.
Drew
I
McIntyre is like I just go with me on this.
okay.
But I love Drew McIntyre. He's amazing. Um, Drew McIntyre and Sheamus have like a little like team up. Like they team up for like the whole match, and I think that's nice. I like when they're friends. You know. Says, did he just headbutt Cross? Because I think I couldn't believe what I was seeing at the time. Because he like something happened like really fast, and I'm pretty sure Drew McIntyre like headbutted Cross like really fucking hard, and it was really nice to see. It was. Then Cross was eliminated, presumably by Drew McIntyre, because I forgot to write down who eliminated him. I later on in the notes I am writing down who eliminated these people. It's just, these are the early notes, and I wasn't really. I don't know what I was doing, but I wasn't
How
really
far along are you into these
getting.
notes?
Huh?
How far along are you into these notes?
Not very.
Okay.
Um, because not very far into these notes because Cross was only not Cross. Drew McIntyre was only entry number 9, and there's 30 entries, so we've still got a bit of time.
How
And the
long
next
is this
entry,
event?
huh?
How long is this event?
The event lasted about an hour. Like the whole Rumble lasted about an hour.
Okay.
It's a pretty average time for a Rumble, I think.
Yeah, you just made it sound way longer. I was like, is this like a 5-hour event you're describing?
Well, the whole pay per view itself is a 5 hour. It's like a 5 to 6 hour event, but just like the Rumble is really like an hour because this is the whole pay per view, which means like it's like a event. Like it's called the Royal Rumble, but there's also like championship matches and all that. Like there's title matches and stuff going on there too. It's just like the Rumbles are the main events, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so back to this. Uh, After Cross was eliminated, Santos comes in. I don't know who Santos is. I really don't. Like I said, I'm out of the loop. I don't know who some of these people are. I don't know who Santos is, but I mean, he was getting it, you know? He did a good job. He he did good, I guess. I don't know anything about him. Nothing really happens. Then Dawkins comes in. He's part of the Street Profits. The second uh, member of the Street Profits is going to come in later. But Dawkins comes in. Then Xavier was eliminated by Gunther. Kofi was eliminated presumably also by Gunther because I didn't write down who eliminated him. Some of these notes are pretty straightforward because I don't have context that goes like in between it. So some of this is pretty like just dry, and I don't really have anything. So after Kofi is eliminated, Brock Lesnar comes in. Now, Brock Lesnar, I never really liked him because one, he's heel, and a lot of most of the wrestlers that are heel are just really fucking annoying because I don't know, they're just really annoying. I don't like any of them. But Brock Lesnar, I don't like him, but he was there, and his signature move is the suplex, and I'll give it to him. A suplex is effective, but it's also like fucking boring and do something else. Because every time he gets in the ring, it's like he's only doing suplexes. Like, do something else. My fucking god. Like, there's other stuff to do. You don't have to do a suplex every fucking time you come in contact with someone. Do something else. God. Lesnar eliminates Santos. Sorry, I choked for a minute. Okay. Lesnar eliminated. Wait. Yeah. Lesnar eliminated Santos, Dawkins, and Gable. My note after that is just how do wrestlers not get more neck injuries? Because I was really getting concerned about. I was really getting concerned about them at this moment.
Yeah, I read about
people,
that. Wrestlers have really bad insurance.
well, I was just like I was thinking about all these people like landing weird, like on their heads and all that, and I'm like, how do they not get more neck injuries? Because obviously, I mean, some wrestlers were taken out by neck injuries. I think I think Edge was taken out by a neck injury. You stop sending pictures.
Who is that tiny man?
The tiny man. That would be I don't know. I'm gonna be
So
honest
there's
with
just a
you.
tiny man included with this lady's action figure?
Yeah, well, first of all, the lady is China. Put some respect on her name.
Okay. And
And
also two pairs of arms.
I don't know who the man is. All right, I'm not that educated in old WWE,
Okay.
but
But there is a tiny man.
there is a tiny man there.
Okay, get back to what you were talking about. That was just an important side note.
So the next entry is Bobby Lashley. And fuck Bobby Lashley. I don't like him. I never have. He's fucking annoying. He's just like the most annoying piece of shit that I've ever seen. Well, one of the most annoying pieces of shit that I've ever seen. There's a lot of them in the WWE. Um, but Bobby Lashley eliminated Brock Lesnar, and I was kind of disappointed about that because even though I don't like Brock Lesnar, I hate Bobby Lashley even more. So I was kind of disappointed that he eliminated Brock. And Lashley was just like, I don't know, gloating about like eliminating him, and it was just really fucking annoying. Brock Lesnar pretty much threw a tantrum outside of the ring after he was eliminated, which is um, it had a lot actually. Wrestlers throwing tantrums because they were eliminated in a match. Yeah, but while he's doing that, Baron Corbin enters, and Baron Corbin is also one of those annoying motherfuckers, which is a running theme throughout this. Oh, most of these people are just fucking annoying.
Like this podcast.
Yeah, this podcast, like a fucking disaster, right?
Yeah.
So this is more for us than for anyone else.
No, yeah, this would be like embarrassing for anyone to find out about, you know?
I know, right? What if we were like posted some, you know? That would be crazy, right?
Yeah. This is
Um,
I mean, no, this is a great podcast. I'm really proud of it.
yeah,
This isn't just for extra experience. This is a serious attempt at making a world famous podcast. We're coming for you, Joe Rogan.
the one time I actually prepare something and it's not going how I planned.
Yeah. See, last time we talked about this, when you said, if we plan this would be a lot better. And then I said, no, it would be just as bad.
And
And
case in point,
I was
it was just as
100%
bad.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, Baron Corbin comes in while Lesnar is kind of throwing this tantrum. So obviously, Lesnar kind of throws Corbin around a bit before he can even get into the ring, which I actually really enjoyed that because, as I said, I fucking hate Baron Corbin. So I was really happy about Lesnar throwing him around. It was actually really fun to watch. Yeah, but Lesnar also choked the ref and pushed him over the barrier. That wasn't as fun because that ref didn't do anything, you know? But then Seth Rollins comes in and he takes his sweet time walking up to the ring, which I understand. It is a long ass walk, and he didn't feel like running. But also, like, fucking ring already, you know? But uh, he pulls Corbin into the ring because Corbin was still on the ground. Mind you, about maybe a minute, no, 2 minutes have passed now, and Corbin was still on the ground. He had not gotten up. So when Seth came in and he immediately got into the face and threw over the top rope, Baron Corbin was in the ring for about 5 seconds. He was officially in the match for like 5 seconds. Yeah.
What a loser.
So I know he's a fucking loser.
What a what a complete fraud.
Fucking loser. It's so fun to watch him get kicked in the
Like, what sort of
um,
loser does that? Like like we're like really cool compared to that guy. Professional wrestler,
yeah,
millionaire, probably.
yeah. Anyway, Chris comes in. Um, do that gif of, and I don't know. He's in a team with Gable right now, the fucking dude that says shoosh, that really annoying catchphrase that means nothing. Um, he's in a team with him, but he last time I noticed is not nearly as annoying as Gable is. I'm letting it slide, you know. And Otis did his thing, love him. And then his entry was supposed to be Rey Mysterio, but he didn't actually show up. So, yeah, Rey Mysterio didn't actually show up, and I later event it was revealed that his son Dominic actually like took him out before. which is why he wasn't there. And he took him out like he beat him up. So he was not able to end that. So Ray was supposed to show up, he never did. Bobby Lashley was eliminated by Seth Rollins. And then Dominic enters at number 18. And the announcers, let me tell you, the announcers are absolutely dogging on this dude. All right, one of them said, this kid is an absolute piece of shit. And I have never agreed with anything more. Because I let the announcers just say whatever they want.
I should be an announcer. We should be guest announcers on the WWE.
I would love to, but I doubt that I'll ever do that.
No, Vince is a big fan of this podcast.
Oh yeah, Vince McMahon, the dude who started WWE.
Yeah,
that dude sure is a big fan.
He talks to me a lot. He's like, hey, I'd love to have you two on the show. Maybe get you a job. Maybe you could be wrestlers, he said.
Oh, really? He said that?
Yeah, he said that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, Otis was eliminated. I didn't put by who because I'm a dumbass. But again, the announcers are still dogging on Dominic. All right. Dominic was again. I missed a little context, but they were talking about how he like got arrested. Like Dominic got arrested for something, and that he was in jail.
Oh.
And one of them said something about hard time, and the other one said hard time. He was in jail for a misdemeanor at the county, and another one said, and they said he was still a prison bitch somehow. And I love the announcers. I really do. Because it's just, I can't even explain. You know? They just be saying whatever. And they're just allowed to.
Yeah. Speaking of announcers, there's an announcement, a breaking news announcement that just came out. Shrek actor Eddie Murphy says he would reprise his role as Donkey if Shrek 5 was made to absolutely be open. If they ever came with another Shrek, I'd do it in 2 seconds. I love Donkey.
Thank you for that breaking news.
Now let's get back to what we were talking about before. That was just an important side note.
That was very important. Thank you. One of the announcers said, well, get in the ring, Dominic, come on. And I could not agree more. Dominic is a fucking pussy. He's literally just like hopping around outside of the ring, like taunting them or something, like he's gonna do anything. Dominic is such a fucking pussy. When he finally gets in the ring, he's trying to punching Sheamus, and the punches are absolutely doing nothing. And he literally backs himself into a corner out of fear when Sheamus, like, tries to fight back. Like, he gets in the ring, right? He immediately starts punching Sheamus. Punches. Doing absolutely fucking nothing. Sheamus is just staring at him like, what the fuck do you think you're doing? And Dominic looks scared out of his mind. And it's like, this dude is such a fucking pussy. Like, who let this man in here? Why is he still here? But then Elias comes in, and I was just happy that Elias didn't play a whole fucking song. before he got in the ring, because Elias is another annoying motherfucker. But he's really just annoying because every time he comes on screen, he wants to sing a fucking song.
Is what? Wait, what? He's like a singer?
Every time he comes on, he wants to sing a song.
He's a
He has
singing
his guitar
wrestler?
with him. He has his guitar with him, and he sits down in like the middle of the ring, and he starts strumming the guitar, and he sings like a terrible song.
This is
And,
wrestling.
and I'm just happy that he didn't want to sing a song.
Does
And he actually just like walked to the ring.
does he at least like bash people over the head with the guitar, or like does he just sing?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
He does use guitar in like uh in matches sometimes. He's not that bad of like a wrestler. All right, he just wants to sing, and that's really fucking annoying. It's also like his only character trait.
Yeah, that's wait, breaking news, breaking news.
Oh,
Eddie
breaking news!
Murphy, Eddie Murphy is in the room with me. And he's here to have an exclusive clip.
Oh
He's going
my
to say
god!
something. He's going to say something to the audience. Mr.
Uh
Murphy, what
huh.
do you have to say?
I love Donkey. They should have did a Donkey movie. The Donkey is funnier than Puss in Boots. I love Donkey.
Did you hear that?
No, I did not.
You didn't hear that?
I did not hear that.
Mr. Murphy, do you mind repeating?
I love Donkey. They should have did a Donkey movie. The Donkey is funnier than Puss in Boots. I love.
Did you hear that?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
So thank you, Mr. Murphy, for coming in. That'll be all. And we'll continue the podcast. That's our first special guest.
Yeah.
That's the first guest we've ever gotten on our show, Eddie Murphy, the real Eddie Murphy.
Uh huh.
See,
Definitely.
you may not think it, but this show's going places.
Mhm. All right. So, back to this. When Elias gets in the ring, you can catch a glimpse of Seth Rollins and Sheamus just fucking with Dominic in a corner, and it's amazing. It really is, because they're not even really like beating him up; they're just fucking with him, and it was it was honestly really funny. So Elias smashed his guitar on Gunther. That was also nice to see. I like when people smash stuff on other people. Um,
There's
and
so many
another fun little thing,
characters. You should have made like a pie chart.
a pie chart.
Yeah, I don't know how that would help, but it sounds smart.
A pie chart to keep track of people.
Yeah.
That's, I don't think you would use a pie chart for
It just sounded smart when I said it.
that. Okay. But all right. So Sheamus and Drew McIntyre headbutted Elias at the same time. It was cool to see. They also Claiborned him at the same time. A Claiborne is really just kicking someone in the chest. Yeah, a Claiborne is really just a person is like kneeling on the ground and you run up to them and just kick them in the chest. It looks like it hurts like hell. They also eliminated him right after that. That was fun to see. He was eliminated really quick. And then right after Elias is eliminated, you can see Dominic getting the shit beat out of him by the smallest dude in the ring. The smallest dude in the ring is Gargano, and he's beating the shit out of Dominic.
Gargano is the smallest man in the ring?
Yes.
Is that like the
And
joke?
yeah, I mean, he's just. I mean, he's like a normal sized guy. It's just everyone else in the ring is like huge, except for Dominic. He's like also just a normal dude, but they're wrestlers.
Yeah.
They're like big guys, and Gargano is like I don't know, probably like 5'7". Like uh, he's just small compared to the rest of them, and he's beating the shit out of Dominic in a corner, and he almost eliminated Dominic, and it was really fun to watch because I like seeing Dominic get the shit beat out of him. Then Finn Balor comes in. He is part of Judgment Day, and so is Dominic. So Finn and Dominic are a part of Judgment Day. There's 4 people in Judgment Day. Um, and okay, so well, let me backtrack a little bit. So there's 4 people in Judgment Day. There's Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is in. I think she's in the Women's Royal Rumble because obviously she can't be in this one because she's a woman. But she does come in later. She does come in later. So we currently have half of Judgment Day in the ring. Okay, there's someone here to save Dominic's ass. Um, one of the announcers said he looks like the most handsome dude in outer space, which pretty much just means Finn's outfit is fucking ridiculous, and it is. I'm sorry. I'm just like realizing how bad I am at explaining shit.
I mean, it's
Everything I'm saying is just really straightforward.
yeah. I mean, it's what happened in the event.
Yeah,
So
it's just not exciting when you're not seeing it all.
yeah, that's why we should have little animations.
So I'm just gonna keep going.
Yeah, keep going. We
So
so let me wait. Let me get a little animation.
okay,
Yeah, this should help.
that is from I think okay. Let me look at this picture that you just sent. It's from one of the WrestleManias. I think that might be The Rock getting his ass beat by Steve Austin.
Is that?
I don't know which WrestleMania that is. Yeah, that's The Rock getting beat with a chair by I think Steve Austin.
Wow.
And Vince McMahon is also there.
And he has some sort of like one of those Nazi armbands on.
I don't know what Vince is doing there, but
He just
oh
seems
wait,
like
is this
really angry.
wait? Who's X here? I'm trying to like see what this is from. Like what year?
This is all completely irrelevant.
I don't know what year that was from. but it's it's WrestleMania from one year, and The Rock is getting beat by Steve Austin with one of the chairs. So, anyway,
After this episode, I hate wrestling.
why? It's so fun.
This is horrible. Hearing all these horrible people, you're just calling them all horrible monsters, and you're like saying like how
It
they.
used to be fun.
From the sound of it, it sounds like you don't really even enjoy it. You're just sort of like angry at all these people.
I used to enjoy it, and then it started getting annoying, and I stopped watching it. And now every time I go back to it, it gets more annoying. So I don't watch it anymore. But last night I realized that the Royal Rumble was on, so I decided to watch it with my dad.
WWE is good.
This is okay. This is. I think the. Is this a different gift? No, it's the same thing. It just paused at a weird. This is also from when WWE was still WWF. So it was
Worldwide Freaks, right?
No. This was still when WWE was WWF, which means this is like before 2002.
I'm just staring at the screen.
Yeah, that has to have been from before 2002, or like early in the year in 2002, because 2002 is when WWF became WWE, and this has the WWF logo. None of what I'm saying means anything to you.
No, no. This is. I just keep watching this guy get beat with a chair, and that's the only thing I see.
This guy is The Rock, actually. So.
Okay. That. I just noticed.
It's also from when The Rock still had hair.
Yeah,
So.
I'm noticing the guy taking a picture in the back, and someone's doing a little dance.
Yeah. Back to my notes. So.
You're done?
I really shitty notes, huh?
You're done? Or are you getting back to the notes?
I'm going back to my notes.
Oh,
We're
okay.
Not anywhere near
I
done.
thought you said you were done with the notes. I was like, what?
No, we're I guess halfway through with the notes. So,
let's get animated. Let's get excited. We're gonna talk about the WWE. Okay? Are you ready?
So, where we left off was Finn Balor entered the ring and he stopped Dominic from getting eliminated. And after this, Dom proceeded to get one good hit in on Gargano and almost eliminated him. But he didn't eliminate Gargano, and Finn had to save him from getting his ass beat again. Balor then proceeded to eliminate Gargano, and then Booker T came in. Booker T entered, and I was so excited that Booker T came in, because Booker T is an icon. He's one of the old wrestlers that retired, but he still shows up for he comes in for the
big events.
Yeah, for like WrestleMania and Summer Series, well, SummerSlam and all that. He comes in the like the pre-show and all that, and he like announces and whatever.
Okay, so he's sort of
And
like a
he's right
big
there to do that.
deal. Sort of like a big deal, like
Yeah,
Logan Paul.
Booker T is a big deal.
Okay.
And I was so excited. Me and my dad were both excited that Booker T was there because he hasn't, even though he's been there, like he hasn't wrestled in years, and it was really exciting. Uh, both Finn Balor and Dominic tried to fight Booker T, and it was really fucking funny because what did they think they were gonna do? Like Booker T is like a big man, right? Like he's big, and Finn and Dominic are quite small compared to him, and they really tried to fight him separately and thought they were going to do anything to him. And then once Booker T took both of them down like with ease, Gunther tried to fight him, which I understand because Gunther, at least they're like the same size, you know, fair fight. He had a chance, and Gunther eliminated him. Gunther eliminated. He eliminated Booker, and I lost all hope. Because I was really excited for Booker T to be there, and he got eliminated in one round. He was about to do a special move too. He was about to do a really special move, and then Gunther fucking eliminated him. I was so mad. But yeah. Then Damian Priest came in, and Damian Priest, if you don't remember, is the Damian Priest is another member of the Judgment Day with so immediately when Damian Priest enters the ring, he has to save Dominic's ass, as Finn has been doing this whole time. Because as stated before, Dominic is a pussy, and he can't fight for himself. Judgment Day start ganging up on people, because of course they are. Dominic is only fighting people that fight him first, or people that the other members of the Judgment Day are already fighting. So he's just like tagging along on the other Judgment Day members' fight because he can't fight for himself. Then Montez Ford comes in. Montez Ford is the other member of. Wait. Other member of the Street Profits, who one of the members came in earlier, if you don't remember that. But he's the other member of the Street Profits, and he backhanded the shit out of Damian Priest. And then he kicked that motherfucker in the face. And that was really fun to watch. It was like a really hard backhand too. Like you could hear that shit. Finn tried to eliminate Montez Ford, and he really thought he eliminated that man. He really did. He threw over the top rope, but Montez didn't hit the ground because he grabbed the rope, and he saved himself. But Finn was like, "Yeah, I did it. I eliminated that motherfucker." It's like, "No, you didn't, bitch. You didn't eliminate him." So Montez gets back into the ring, and he doesn't last that long before he actually gets eliminated by Priest. But Finn still didn't eliminate him. That's when I started losing hope that anyone I liked was going to win. Because everyone that I had liked so far had been eliminated, except for two people. There were still two people in the ring that I liked, which are Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. They were still in the ring. But most of the people that I actually really liked were all eliminated at that point, so I started losing hope. And then, you want to know what comes next? You want to know what comes next?
What?
Edge. Edge comes in. I fucking love Edge.
Edge!
This man is also an icon in the WWE. He's one of the old wrestlers that he's not like as big a deal as Booker T coming in because Edge does come in every now and then to fight, like, but we haven't seen him since God, I don't remember what event it was, but it was in October last year. We haven't seen him since then, so it is kind of a big deal that he's back. So Edge comes in. The Judgment Day are stressing out because the Judgment Day and Edge got beef, right? So he immediately spears God, sorry. So when Edge gets in the ring, he immediately spears Priest and Finn, and Dom really thought he did something by kicking him, but Edge speared him too. Priest and Balor were eliminated by Edge, and Dom's on the ground. Dominic is just on the ground. He's like just laying there because, like I said before, he's a pussy. He's taken out by one fucking spear. So, when Edge tries to eliminate Dominic, Balor and Priest stop him from being eliminated, and they pull Edge over to eliminate him. So they eliminated Edge. And while Balor and Priest act like assholes outside the ring, aka they're beating up Edge after they eliminate him, Dom's getting the shit kicked out of him by Seth Rollins. You can just see that in the background, and it's really funny. Huh?
Seth Rogen?
Rollins.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's at this time that A-Town enters. A-Town is also an asshole. You're not an asshole. So, A-Town, you can tell he's an asshole because he's going by A-Town. That it's just a douche name. So when A-Town enters, Edge just beating the shit out of Balor and Priest. So A-Town's being smart by staying out of their fucking way. And while this is happening, Rhea Ripley, the fourth member of Judgment Day, she comes in to beat up Edge because he's beating up the rest of the Judgment Day members. So Rhea Ripley comes in and she is kicking Edge and stuff. But then my favorite part of the night is when Beth Phoenix, Edge's wife, comes in and spears Rhea Ripley hard as fuck. And I love Beth Phoenix so much. That woman is a goddess. Her name, like in the WWE, she's known as the Glamazon. And I'm getting fired up over here.
Yeah, I can tell.
The ending is really a lot more exciting than the beginning. So, after that happens, Omos comes in. And Omos is fucking huge. I don't really know anything about Omos, except for the fact that he was in a group with Bobby Lashley. And I think they might still be in a group together. But this dude is fucking huge. And he's scary, bro. But Omos gets in the ring. Sheamus and McIntyre try to team up on him, which I understand, trying to get him out. But then A-Town and Dominic tried to I don't know what they thought they were doing, I don't know why they thought that they would even make a partially successful attempt at beating up Omos, but they didn't, and it was really funny to see Dom get kicked in the face. And Gunther was chokeslammed by Omos. That was really fun to watch too. 1 second, I gotta switch to my other notes. My other notes aren't as detailed because these notes are just things that I was sending to my friend while I was watching it last night. So they're really just comments that I was making as it went on. So after this happened, Braun Strowman came in. I quite like Braun Strowman. I don't know what he's been up to, but he's pretty all right. I don't remember him ever doing anything that bad. I quite like him. I was sort of rooting for him, you know. So I was sort of rooting for Braun, but um, so Braun eliminated Omos, and uh, someone else came. I This is where my notes start to get like sort of jumbled because I don't have like set like notes for anything. This is just stuff that I was telling my friend. So after after Braun Strowman comes in, Ricochet comes in, and one of the announcers said Braun Strowman's got some backup now, and he didn't need it because he's Braun Strowman and he's fucking huge, so he didn't need backup. But they apparently thought he did. It was at this time that I was wondering how the fuck Dominic was still in the fight. Because, let me remind you, Dominic, that fucking pussy, was entry number 18, and we're on entry 28 right now. We're almost done with the entries. How is he still here? And Sheamus and Drew McIntyre were eliminated by let me give you a second. Sheamus and Drew McIntyre were both eliminated by Gunther. And then Logan Paul came in. And I keep forgetting that Logan Paul is a wrestler. I always forget that he's there. And every time I see him on the TV, I get very confused for a second and caught off guard because it feels like he shouldn't be there. But he is. So the final entry is Cody Rhodes. I don't really know anything about Cody Rhodes. He looks like an asshole. But his dad was an icon. Is he an icon that I like? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know anything really about old WWE. So I don't think I like his dad though, based on him. But Dominic was finally eliminated by Dominic was eliminated by Cody Rhodes, the dude who just came in. And my notes are starting to get a little jumbled. You gotta bear with me. It was at this time that me and my dad were talking about the fact that Cody Rhodes was probably gonna win because he just came back from an injury. Cody Rhodes had a really bad shoulder injury. Actually, no, it wasn't a shoulder injury. He had, I think, torn a pectoral muscle, so he was like out for a few months. So me and my dad were like, yeah, he's probably gonna win because he's returning from an injury. And usually when people are like returning from an injury that left them out of commission for a long time, and they come back for like a big match like this, they're gonna win. So the match goes on, and so the people left in the match are Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, and Gunther, and Logan Paul. Now, Logan Paul, I thought that he was eliminated at some point before, like, I don't know, the end of the match. Like, I thought that he had been eliminated, but apparently he wasn't. Both me and my dad were really confused as to where he was, because he, like, disappeared for, like, a good while. And then he just showed up, and we were like, where the fuck were you, dude? Uh, but yeah. So the people left are Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, Gunther, and Logan Paul. But right after Logan Paul showed up again, after we forgot that he was there, and he showed up again, he got eliminated pretty soon, and there was no one left in the ring that I liked, so I wasn't rooting for anyone. At that point, I was really just there to see who the fuck was winning, because I had already been disappointed enough. I wanted to see how disappointed I should really be. And um okay, so Logan Paul was eliminated, and then Seth Rollins was eliminated. Then it was just Rhodes and Gunther. They were the final two left in the match. And surprise, surprise, Cody Rhodes won. I knew he was going to win because, as I said earlier, he was coming back from an injury. So, of course, he was going to win. Honestly, once it got down to them two, I did not care who won because I hated them both. Because Gunther, if you couldn't tell, he's a German motherfucker. And he's just like really annoying. Like his manager talks for him all the time. He's one of those people that just like does not talk. Like he's just silent and beats the shit out of people, and his manager has to talk for him. And I hate every time someone does that when they just have their manager talk for them. It's like the most annoying shit. Like motherfucker, just talk. If you want to threaten me, say that shit. Don't let your manager be saying it for you. But yeah, Cody Rhodes won, and I declared it the most disappointing Royal Rumble that I have ever seen. I'm done.
Okay. So in short, in short of all this, you're a big Logan Paul fan, you're a big Miz
No,
fan,
no,
and you really appreciated this match for all
no.
it had to offer. You you're a big fan of Vince McMahon and all that he does.
I never said any of those words.
That's what I got out of it. Isn't that what you got out of it?
No. What I got out of this was the most disappointing Rumble I have ever seen. And I hated almost every second of it. Every time someone good entered the ring, every time someone good entered the ring, they would get eliminated almost immediately. And it ruined everything. So yeah. Do you have anything to say?
Wrestle